What is going on out there, peeps? You want to talk about having your mind blown away when it comes to collectibles and just how crazy the market has gotten? You see, Sports Illustrated put out what's called a kids edition. They make it real playful. It has all kinds of cool things, big writing, of course. But inside there, they put these little collectible cards. You can see this here is a Tony Hawk card. See, it's perforated. You just tear the card out, it's all good. You don't think much of it. As a matter of fact, when I was card collecting, I used to collect these magazines called Legends. I like the Legends magazines because, while they're beautiful looking, two, they had great articles in there to read. And every now and then, I'd pass up the sheets of cards that are in there. You cut them out and you have these cards. I didn't give a crap. I left them in there. Didn't think much of them. I have Sports Illustrated ones, different kinds of magazines, and they always put in there postcards of your favorite player, sports cards, calendars. I'm like, don't think much of it. So I was playing around with my Legends magazines, and they're still in crisp, new condition. And as I'm going through the pages, whoa, what do we have here? Uncut sheets of cards. I forgot I left them in there. But still, again, didn't think nothing of them. Sports Card Grader. I'm watching this channel because he always comes up with some cool crap. And he lays this golden egg on me. See this Tony Hawk card here? He's going to show you it came out of a Sports Illustrated magazine. A kid's Sports Illustrated magazine. Wait till you see how much this damn card is going for. Which, of course, makes me feel great about what I have. Oh, it's going to blow your mind. You see, it makes sense why these cards are a little bit more valuable. One, they only put it in a magazine. So it depends on how many magazines went into circulation. Two, how many of them are still in good condition? Considering when kids get them, they tear the magazines out, they rip the cards out, they're folded, bent, beat up to crap. So how many of them could possibly be out there in great shape? Seriously, how many? And because of that, there's a niche. Collectors go, hey, if I'm a Tony Hawk fan and I want to collect his cards, sure, they got packs out there and stuff. But I'd be focusing on the cards that are the most rare. So we're going to talk about this card a little bit more here in just a moment. So I took pictures of some interesting cards that I have, just to show you that, hey, I always collected weird crap. The Honus Wagner card came out of a tobacco can. Not very many cards are in circulation. Not many at all. Especially in good shape. So there's Pops going through his tobacco can. Hey, little Tommy, look what I found. Hey, give your kid the card. Now, in the 90s when I was collecting, the card was for around $1 million. Now, you want to talk about some people have all the luck in the world? So a kid digging up earthworms to go fishing. He's by a tree, by the roots where they hang out, digging up a storm, and bam, hits a tin can. Well, little Tommy picks out the can, opens it up. There is 4 baseball cards in there, and 2 of them were pristine condition Honus Wagner cards. They were the best condition that people ever saw, man. They were sitting in a tin can, underneath a tree, for God knows how long. Sitting there, waiting for little Tommy to come by to dig up earthworms. Needless to say, they sold the cards together and they got over $2 million for them. So little Tommy went from digging up for earthworms to now sitting around with $2 million that you know damn well Mom and Pop got and spent. So let's take a look at these cards. Let me show you some. Speaking of, check this out. This is a 1934 complete 50 card set of Hollywood star cards. And these cards are in phenomenal shape. They come out of the tobacco cans, yes. And I have the whole set. You can see the corners are still sharp. They're in unbelievable condition. There's no wear and tear on them. I mean, these cards are beautiful. Great condition. Well, I see them sell out there like this, these cards and sets. You'll see some good ones. They'll sell out there for like 19, 20 bucks. But what kind of condition are they in? These are literally sharp, like they just came out of the printing press. So in graded condition, depending on what you get, most of them are 7 to 8 grades. You'll get $30, $40, $50 per card. I've yet to see a 9 score or a 10 score on these cards, which I think I damn near can get. $19.34. These babies are almost 100 years old. So I collected oddball things. There's more of them. So you have people in here like Mae West and stuff like that. She's in here. These are all actors, famous actors from 1934. I just kept them. But I also collected oddball stuff, which to my favor, later on I found out, ended up being pretty valuable depending on the condition you kept them in. So, I have Michael Jordan Sports Illustrated first championship one. I have Sportsman of the Year with a hologram on here. This thing looks like it just came off the printer. It can sell for a few $100s. If I send it and get graded, you'll get more. This is a price guide. It's called Beckett's Basketball Monthly. Jordan's first. Don't think much of it, but they're actually worth a couple $100 each depending on the condition. Sounds crazy. Remember the Wheaties box that had the Michael Jordan calendar on it? Yeah, you can see how I kept my stuff in great condition. Look how sharp that is. No wear, no tear. Sells for 50, 60 bucks. You can find some other ones in some different conditions. Just depends. So here are my Legends magazines. I love them. The artwork is phenomenal. Beautiful magazines. People collected them with good reason. They have great articles. The artwork's phenomenal. But then there was little hidden treasures that I really didn't think about. Look at, there's a Ken Griffey Jr. Rookie Year one. Inside there is all these uncut sheets of cards. Yeah. Like the Sports Illustrated cards, there wasn't very many of these put into circulation, or how many of them actually survived. So what I got to do now is find somebody that knows how to cut the cards out of these. These aren't perforated. The card has to be perfectly centered, perfectly cut at 3.5 by 2.5. So I'm thinking to myself, I have to find somewhere to take these to get these cut out properly. Look, you got Barry Sanders just sitting here. Joe Montana. Jaromir Jagr, which I believe is his rookie card. Other magazines, I got Muhammad Ali. This is Luke Robitaille's sister. I remember she was a big what-to-do back in hockey. They even got golf cars in here. Here's my other legends. You have Frank Thomas rookie and the second-year Ken Griffey Jr. Ed Balfour, I believe this is rookie card. So there's a niche out there for the... Look at, even in my Topps magazines, they have cards in there, perforated. Come to find out, these are little hidden gems in there that I didn't think much of. And some of you guys are probably thinking, wait a minute, I collect Sports Illustrated, or I have this magazine. So let's get into this one, because you're going to love this. Guess how much a Tony Hawk graded card is worth, depending on the score. Yeah, when I found out, I damn near fell off my bed. This here is Graded Card Investor. I recommend you go check him out for those of you trying to get an idea on sports cards. But nonetheless, look at this. You won't believe how much this Tony Hawk rookie card sells for, and a PS9. The highest grade is a 10. Let's hear what he has to say really quick. Get past the intro part. Oh, here you go.
Investor.com back with another video. In today's video,
So this is the sheet itself that you could pull right out. It's perforated, comes out of Sports Illustrated. This sheet by itself, just the sheet by itself, it sells for $750. At least that's what it's listed for. But yeah, these are little hidden gems. Come to find out, I believe this is Tony Hawk's first card. Sitting inside a magazine as an insert. You can see the back. Even got Mark McGuire on there. So there's the back of the cards. Looks really nice. You can see the perforation there. Look at this, $760, right?
This is for the sheet.
That's for the sheet.
Now, if you look at them raw and well, actually,
so this is the magazine it comes out of. 1990 Tony Hawk rookie card uncut sheet. Comes out of this Kids Sports Illustrated magazine. He will show you the year. Now, here's the funny thing. You can actually buy older magazines somewhere online. The thing is, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that the cards are in there. Come to find out, not every one of the magazines has the card in there.
This is the magazine that you guys are looking for. If you're out at a flea market or at, garage sale, whatever, you want to look for the Sports Illustrated.
There it is. You see it? No, stop. So people are like, what year? I think he covers it a little bit later on, but just to be on a safe spot. May 1990. There it is. May 1990. Sports Illustrated for kids. Got these little kids on here with their little motorcycles. That's the one you want to look for. I say just don't look for that. If you're in yard sales and they got a bunch of Sports Illustrated for kids magazines in there, most of the time you find it for like a nickel, 10 cents or whatever. Just take a peek through them real quick and see if you see the cards in there, because they'll be worth getting. You'd be surprised. See, these are the types of things that people have and don't realize are sitting on a nice little batch of collectibles. So the sheet by itself is being sold on eBay for $750. But wait, we're not done. You see, watch when you start getting into Tony Hawk cards. Oh yeah, $760. $400. But what about graded? Golden Auctions sold a graded Tony Hawk card for $6,765. That card right there, Mint State 9. So that little card sitting inside that kids magazine sold for over here. Look at this one. On eBay sold for $6,544. $5,100, $8,500 right over there. You see that? So you could buy them on there raw, hopefully in good shape. But if you send them in, you get graded. You hope to God you find them in great shape. This is a 9, the highest score 10. And you just saw how much is sold for. Look at down here, it says $8,500. So here's the uncut sheet cards that are in there. He's showing you the population report. There's only 2 of them and a 10. That one sold for $8,500 and a 9. So you can imagine what the 10's going for. That isn't the only other little goodie. When I was in the military, I got put on what's called 24-hour call. I just gotten out, got a phone call. See, when you do your time, you do your 4 years, and then they have you on what's called inactive reserve, just in case. This is how I know Desert Shield was coming up, because I got a phone call telling me I had to be on standby for 24 hours in case they needed to call me back. I was like, what the hell? I literally had to sit in my house for 24 hours to see. Desert Shield popped off. And while people were over there during Desert Shield, Topps was gracious enough to send them some sports cards, baseball. And on there, they have a very special stamp that specifically says these are Topps baseball cards for Desert Shield. The only people that got them, were people who were overseas serving in Desert Shield. So the cards are really rare and they're collectible because only the soldiers over there got these cards with the Desert Shield stamp on them. Now I had a whole bunch of them and I have no idea. I'm hoping my uncle missed a box that I didn't find. So you can see on there, they have a stamp. I'll show you what I'm talking about really quick. Because some of you I know have them. Some of you might have been serving at that time. Some of you know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you what they look like. So first of all, the boxes came like this. Let's take a look at this. Because the Nolan Ryan record breaker sell for a lot of money. Let me see if I can zero in. Look at it. You can see this. The whole set sells for like $100,000. Look at it. Topps Desert Shield baseball set. 100,000 smackaroonies. If it's graded, as you can imagine, you get more. Let me show you what you're looking for on that Topps card. Right there, see that little stamp? It has a Desert Shield on them. So if you guys are at a yard sale or anything, and you can find these cards, hopefully you can get them graded in a 10. Because they're worth a ton of money. Even common cards. See that? So some of you I know have these cards. Chipper Jones rookie cards in here. Bo Jackson's in here. So let's see what they are going for approximately.
On Topps. And you can see on the PSA website, they do a little bio on the set stating that it has a gold foil stamp on the front. Okay, so these cards in high condition or even in general are pretty rare. And you can see on heritageauctions.com, they have a complete unopened box authenticated by Baseball Card Exchange listed for $11,700 for
That's just for the damn box.
the complete box, which would be an insane rip. And you'll see what cards in this box are ideal for collectors to get and valuable. Lots of cards in there, guys. Which ones should you? Gem mint condition? I got a perfect 10 centering. Corner's got a 9. Edge's got a 9.5. Surface got a 9.5. Sold at auction on June 14th for $411. Current population on this card, BGS 9.5, only 9s, 0
no
10s, 0 black labels, 33 mint 9s, 12 8.5s, and so forth. You're going to see only 64 of the Frank Thomas have been submitted to Beckett.
So that's what's so rare about them. Look at, out of all the cards that are out there, only 64 of them has been submitted for grading.
So far, which is 9 fetching the 9.5 gem mint condition grade. Very nice and centered in this one. BGS 9 mint condition, sold at auction March 28th for $510. Current population, Beckett population, 17 mint 9s, only 9 9.5s.
No 10s.
Only 60 submitted, very low. And history in the hobby for being a very special issue baseball cards. One time, Topps did it one time during an high for the legendary Tony Gwynn PSA 10 Topps Desert Shield card. Very nice looking Padre card. Coming in at number 7, that they want that PSA 10. When they surface and hit the market, you're going to have a lot of guys out there competing over $656. You can see the logo is located right here, right next to the Topps 40 logo. So I'm not graded PSA 10.
Like a Bo Jackson 1100
sold for auction on April 6th for $1,136. PSA 10, nice and centered, short corners, look like clean edges. Let's see the pop. Junior, number 790, graded PSA 9, mint condition, sold at auction on March 24th for $1,368. Very nice looking Ken Griffey Jr. for a PSA 10. Coming in at number 3 is the Nolan Ryan, number 1, graded PSA 10, gem mint condition, sold at auction on March 21st for $1,602. You can see this is a horizontal card, but it does $197. Looking at the population report, let's see. So only 18th for $3,697. Looking at the population report, let's see. So only 18 of these have been graded PSA 10 due to rarity. I think that's why it sold for more than the base.
Noah Ryan. Come on now.
Supply and demand. It's going to set the price. It's going to determine the market. And $10. Now the PSA 10s and the BGS 10s, they sell for considerably more. However, this is the most recent Chipper Jones Desert Shield rookie card. You can see the gold foil logo right there. It's kind of hard to see sometimes, guys, but if you're looking for it, you'll see it. This SGC 10, $3,700, May 30th, 52 bids. The SGC Pop Report, it's really $3,700. That was a dang bargain. If they submit it to PSA and it comes back.
So I thought I would just share this with you because this is how crazy some cards are going for. You don't think much of them when you get them. So I have magazines with a ton of cards. I have to find a place that knows how to cut them out the right way, the right size without damaging them. Somebody had suggested Staples. I don't know about that. But somewhere out there, there's got to be a company that knows how to cut these cards perfectly without damaging them. So you can see some of you out there serving in the military, you got these cards. Some of you got them in yard sales. Some of you will find them in yard sales. So you want them in really good condition. But they're rare because there wasn't that many of them created. $8,500 for a graded 9-point grade Tony Hawk rookie Kids Sports Illustrated perforated insert card. Some of you out there smiling because you know you got a bunch of kids with magazines out there, and in there are these cards. You want them in pristine condition. Anyways, I just thought I would share this with you because, man, you guys might be sitting on some gems that you're not even aware that you have. Anyways, that's it for now. You let me know what you think. How many of you guys got these magazines with inserts in there that you didn't even think about? I'm curious to see what magazines you got, what types of inserts. Anyways, that's it for now. Hit the thumbs up button if you're not a subscriber. Please do so, because when you do, helps out the channel, and I surely do appreciate it. That's it for now. I'm out.